Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Starco Gaming and we are back with another Marvel Future Fight video. Guys, if you enjoy content and want more of Marvel Future Fight, make sure to subscribe to the channel and check the bell next to the subscribe button to get notified when I post a new video, go live with a live stream. Don't forget that we stream every Friday, Saturday and Saturday night 7 p.m. at Pacific time, and we do have crystal giveaway on every single Marvel Future Fight stream. Also guys, if you want to play Marvel Future Fight on a PC, make sure to check the description down below and click on the link next to play Marvel Future Fight on PC. So guys, today what we're going to talk about, the new uniform for Crossbones, the Secret Empire uniform, taking these characters from pretty much trash level to a much better level, obviously. Personally, I'll probably, if we take a look at my tier list that's coming this week, I will probably put him into the Eric section of the tier list. He's a very solid character. For Shadowland, obviously is going to be able to do maybe up to stage 80 in Shadowland, which is actually pretty great. And in the World Boss Ultimate, I was actually able to do Proxima 65 really easy with a normal custom gear, nothing really special. So I'm expecting him to, if you drop like a CTP of Energy or CTP of Rage, even at level 60, to be able to do Proxima 75 or even higher. So this is definitely very strong for free-to-play characters with a uniform. A guy like Crossbones that used to not even be able to do World Boss Ultimate or stage of Shadowland higher than stage maybe 35. So this is definitely a huge improvement, probably which Red Skull the most improved character this other. Well, they all got such a good improvement, it's hard to rank them. They are so amazing. All the three characters with the trash characters with uniform, Red Skull, Dr. Octopus and Crossbones are so much stronger. I think they got about the same kind of improvement if we had to say. But Octopus and Red Skull, what makes them so strong is that they got the awakening skill, while Crossbones did not get an awakening skill, and he's still very strong with his uniform. So it's a lot more free-to-play friendly, a lot more cost effective to actually work on Crossbone uniform here, definitely in my personal opinion. So what we're gonna do here, guys, we're gonna take a look at the build, we're gonna take a look at the skills, uniform bonus and uniform option, then we're gonna jump into Proxima 65 and show how powerful this little fella, well, big fella he is. Definitely the only thing I don't like is that he kind of look like Bane from DC, so I don't really like it the way they design him. I think they could have put a little bit more work into the design and make him look more like Crossbones and less like Bane. But still, he looks freaking badass. He definitely looks badass. So let's take a look at the build. My Crossbones level 60. We have max cooldown, max more defense, max critical damage, max critical rate. Those two stats are so easy to max out with this guy. It's ridiculous. 120% attack speed, physical attack 22,146. And one of the very important part with him is actually the HP. You can see 49,276 HP, which is actually quite ridiculous. And just for fun, if we actually put Drax lead with him with another combat, let's put another combat here just because it was right in my face. But if we actually put Drax lead, which increased the HP by a lot, let's see how much HP we actually have with him. That gives us 63,240 HP. I know it's just for fun, but it is pretty crazy in my opinion. Anyway, let's stop having fun here and let's talk about this fella. Also, if you want to use Taskmaster support with him, you can actually do it because he has the Weapon Master ability. It's actually the only ability he has. If we look at the gears, you can see 5 stars gear, mostly 2 physical attack, 2 HP per gear, then a little bit of critical damage, I guess, to get the cap, which we were at 198%, so did not need anything crazy. And I have 1 slot free here, so I put the dodge just in case we kill dodge, an extra ability to keep ourselves alive. Easel set, we have a overdrive easel set. Set bonus stage 6 and effects only, so nothing awaken, which give us all attack, all defense, critical rate, critical damage 8.5%, ignore defense 8.1%, activation rate 12% chance when attacking, plus 20% increase all attack, force 20 seconds with a cooldown time of 60 seconds. So that's pretty much the easel set. We could do a lot better than that with this easel set, definitely. Custom gear, this is a terrible custom gear for him. Critical rate, we don't need that. Dodge rate, it gives a little bit extra survivability, I guess, and with 160% damage proc. Obviously, either CTP of energy or CTP of rage will be optional for him. But if you were to go with a normal custom gear for him, since the critical rate and the critical damage is not an issue, I will actually recommend a HP custom gear with damage proc as a normal custom gear, because that will just make him so much stronger, give him so much more survivability, that I think that will be an amazing deal for him, definitely. But pretty much anything with a damage proc is fine, since critical rate and critical damage is already mostly cap. You don't need anything special here except the damage proc. Look at the uniform. Uniform is currently Eric. We have a uniform bonus here, so you can see here critical rate increased by 25%. All attack increased by 25%, HP increased by 50%, that's why he has so much HP, and we have 5 skill changes that we're going to take a look in a minute when we go back to the skill here, definitely. Basic uniform, we have 2 bonus options here. So we're missing the first uniform, which is a team suit, which I don't have. We have the second uniform, which is Beast, Uncanny X-Men. Third uniform, which is Cyclops, Phoenix 5, and then if we look at the fourth uniform, will actually be Psylocke, this is a symbol, and I completely forgot which one is the fifth uniform. Make sure if someone want to type it in the comment section, go ahead and type it so people have the information. I might type it myself at halftime, guys. So that's pretty much the build on this fella. Now if we look at the skills, it's here 2 passive, you get 35% critical damage increase, which is kind of why it does not really need critical damage. Also, you get increased guaranteed dodge by 10%, increased guaranteed critical rate by 30%, and enhance the effect of skill Hydra Stun. Hydra Stun will give you activation rate when dealing critical attacks applied to enemies, stun 2 seconds, applied to self. 15% increase of physical attack for 7 seconds with a cooldown time of 7 seconds, and you do a lot of critical attacks, so this buff is mostly up at 99% of the time, pretty much, so it's pretty great. He has his own leadership. Mercenary leader applied to all allies, increase physical attack by 30%, so you can use this guy with 2 support characters. Like in the gameplay, you're gonna see I'm using both Valkyrie and Shuri with him with his leadership. I think that's actually perfect. Now if we look at the skills, what skills are important? You get a 5th skill. This skill is the massive damage buff. Well, everything buff. You get increased all attack by 35 seconds, speed by 1%, critical rate by 35%. So if I did not have a critical rate obelisk, I will get all the critical rate I need that I will be missing on my stat sheet from this 5th skill, and also gain invincibility for 5 seconds. And the skill has a 9-second cooldown with max skill cooldown. Then you get a 4th skill. 4th skill, I didn't feel like anything special with that 4th skill. A little bit of damage, and that was pretty much it. 3rd skill will heal you. 3rd skill will apply defense down up to 55%, and 3rd skill is the damage proc ability. In my personal opinion, I felt like that was the ability that was giving me the most damage. Also, that defense down will last 8 seconds, and you have a cooldown of 7 seconds. So in a game mode like in Shadowland, where the characters, the enemies don't cleanse, I can't say that word, don't remove their own debuff, basically that defense down will be up at all times. So you will, once you stack it up to 55%, you will be doing 55% more damage against those targets at 100% of the time, which is actually pretty awesome. Then you get a 2nd skill. A 2nd skill doesn't do that much, but it is a semi-long iframe, which is actually very great for survivability. And then you get the first skill. First skill is just a basic attack, which is pretty much a filler if you have nothing to use. So pretty much the rotation is simple. Keep the 5th skill buff on, proc on the 3rd skill if you want to. Personally, in my run, I was just smashing buttons, to be honest, to do that Proxima 65, and that went pretty well. But definitely, if you want to maximize, you want definitely to get your proc on that 3rd skill. And the 4th skill is a filler, 2nd skill is a survivability iframe, and 1st skill is a filler, and it is that simple. He is very easy to play. He has amazing survivability, and well, he's a lot of fun to play. He is a lot of fun to play. I gotta admit, during the early access, he felt like it was pretty bad, to be honest, and then I got to test him into the live update, and with good stats, this guy is so much better than what we had on the early access. Also on the early access, we did not have the CC strikers working like it is right now, so that was really affecting him as he was taking a lot more damage. So now it's much better if you get to focus on the World Boss Ultimate without having to worry about getting punched in the goddamn nuts. It goes so much better. So guys, next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna jump into the gameplay section. Proxima 65. Let's watch this fella literally murder Proxima. Was pretty awesome. I could probably, with good striker energy, with the current build we have, push Proxima 70, but I did not feel like recording like 3-4 hours of World Boss Ultimate just to end up with that perfect run to actually post it in the video. So still very solid character. So we're gonna jump into the gameplay section, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Make sure to drop a like on this video if you enjoy the content. You all enjoy the gameplay section. You all enjoy playing Marvel Future Fight, and we'll see you next time.